We begin today's wrestling news and rumors video with a pretty interesting bit of news regarding some of the salaries of the top 10 WWE superstars, both male and female, because for those of you unaware, the Mirror recently revealed the contract values of some of the key WWE superstars, and by all means, some of them are quite shocking. For the men, Dolph Ziggler came in at 10th, with the show-off earning a rumored $1.627 million per year, Kevin Owens at number 9 with a base salary of $2.034 million, The Undertaker is next at 8 with a reported $2.577 million per year, The Miz at 7 with $2.577 million, Seth Rollins at 6 with approximately $3.119 million per year, AJ Styles at number 5 with an estimated $3.661 million, Randy Orton at 4th place with a salary of $4.746 million per year, Roman Reigns at number 3 with a contract worth $5.289 million per year, John Cena at number 2 with a salary of $8.950 million, and last but certainly not least, the Beast Incarnate Brock Lesnar, taking first place at $12.612 million per year. For the women, Bayley is ranked at number 10 with a $203,000 per year contract, Dana Brooke at number 9 with a contract worth the same as Bayley at $203,000 per year, the current Raw Women's Champion Asuka taking number 8 position with a contract worth $257,000 per year, Natalya at number 7 with a $311,000 per year contract, Mickie James at number 6 for a salary of $311,000, which is the same as Natalya, Nikki Bella in the number 5 position at $365,000 per year, Alexa Bliss at number 4 with a contract worth the exact same as Nikki Bella's at $365,000 per year, Charlotte Flair in the 3rd spot for a $575,000 per year contract, Becky Lynch at the number 2 position with a salary of $1.3 million, and Ronda Rousey in 1st place with a salary of $1.6 million. There's no doubt that most wrestling fans are still reeling in from the surprise return of Goldberg that had occurred on this week's episode of Monday Night Raw, with Goldberg clearly setting his sights on Drew McIntyre's WWE Championship for the 2021 Royal Rumble pay-per-view. However, new reports have been revealed that indicate Goldberg's return to WWE was met with a pretty mixed reaction from WWE superstars behind the scenes, and as of today, a few stars have made their feelings clear regarding Goldberg's return to WWE. On a recent Instagram post by WWE, which summarized that Goldberg is trying to win his 5th world title, King Corbin responded with a sarcastic "awesome" reply, with a straight-faced emoji. This has caused many fans to believe that Corbin is not one of Goldberg's supporters behind the scenes in WWE right now, and one of our sources has mentioned that King Corbin feels Goldberg returning is actually going to hurt the WWE more than it will help in the long run, despite the possible ratings boost for a few weeks on Raw whenever Goldberg appears, with Corbin feeling like Goldberg is going to damage the credibility of a few big promising up-and-coming superstars this year, starting off with Drew McIntyre at the Royal Rumble, where Goldberg is rumored to win the WWE Championship. Corbin thinks WWE should instead be building up the company's future stars, like Keith Lee instead, and that relying on 54-year-olds to boost fan interest in the WWE product isn't going to work long term. However, NXT champion Finn Balor has come to Goldberg's defense recently, with Finn stating that Goldberg has already carved out his legacy in sports entertainment and does belong on the show whenever he wants, with Balor revealing that Goldberg and other legends should be welcomed back to WWE with open arms, whether they appear for one night only or for a short run with the company. Finn Balor also mentioned that he's very excited for Goldberg versus Drew McIntyre and thinks that it will likely be a very good match. Let us know your personal thoughts and opinions of Goldberg's latest return to WWE, and do you more lean to Baron Corbin's outlook on legends like Goldberg returning, or do you agree with Finn Balor that Goldberg coming back is a welcome sight? We now have a potentially huge rumor and possible spoiler for the 2021 Men's Royal Rumble match, and while we have stated recently that Vince McMahon is still very much undecided on who should be winning the Royal Rumble matches this year, it appears as though Daniel Bryan has now been added to the short list of names to possibly win the Men's Royal Rumble match later this month. According to Sky Bet, Daniel Bryan is now the favorite to win the Royal Rumble this year, and this comes just weeks after Daniel Bryan had announced his entry in the Royal Rumble, and made it clear to Paul Heyman that he intends to take down the big dog Roman Reigns and win the Universal Championship. Sky Bet has also indicated that Keith Lee, Big E, Brock Lesnar, and a returning Edge are also potential candidates to win the match if WWE decides against Daniel Bryan winning the Rumble. However, noticeably absent from that list is Seth Rollins, whose SmackDown return was cancelled last week, so fans definitely should not write off the Architect to potentially win the Royal Rumble either. Let us know out of the superstars we mentioned above you would like to see win the men's Royal Rumble match the most. The Royal Rumble is always a place for surprising or unexpected returns to take place, and that looks to be absolutely no different this year in 2021, with Vince McMahon reportedly planning for some truly big returns to occur during the men's and women's Royal Rumble matches this year, in an effort to try and boost fan interest in Raw and SmackDown with some fresh talent as we build up towards WrestleMania 37. We now have a list of some returns that Vince is strongly considering to have return during the Royal Rumble matches this year, and for the Women's Royal Rumble match, some returns that have been leaked include Becky Lynch, Ronda Rousey, Trish Stratus, Melina, Paige, and possibly even AJ Lee as a big surprise entrant. For the men's Royal Rumble match, we have been told that Vince is hoping he will be able to get Dean Ambrose to shock the wrestling world and make his huge return to WWE, along with a cult of personality CM Punk, Edge, Carlito, Rob Van Dam, John Cena, Brock Lesnar, and even Ryback, whom Vince has reportedly been in talks with to return for quite some time, despite Ryback oftentimes being critical of WWE. We now have our main story featured in this video, and it is regarding the new shocking rumors going around regarding Alexa Bliss having a shocking transformation since the last time fans had seen her in a WWE ring last week during her shocking segment with Randy Orton, and returning to WWE with a terrifying new look and persona in the coming weeks, as a truly monstrous new version of Alexa Bliss that few fans would ever expect to see, a new female version of the Fiend Bray Wyatt. The storyline over on Monday Night Raw involving Randy Orton, the Fiend Bray Wyatt, and Alexa Bliss has certainly been getting very intriguing and suspenseful in recent weeks, and while both the Fiend and Alexa Bliss are gone from WWE after what Randy Orton had done to them both on different occasions, a new backstage rumor has revealed that not only will the Fiend Bray Wyatt be returning to WWE very soon, even more powerful and monstrous than ever before with a new mask, but Alexa Bliss will also be returning with a terrifying new look and a Fiend-like mask, with Alexa Bliss reportedly set to become even more sinister and powerful, as she firstly seeks revenge on Randy Orton with the Fiend Bray Wyatt, and then wreaks havoc on the women's division in WWE on the Raw brand.